start simple. Let's just take a huge breath in through the nose, out through your mouth, and then essentially we start there paying attention to your breath, watching inhales, exhales. And this becomes a bit of a conduit for the evolving meditation. This inhale, exhale is it's a constant link towards essentially binding your attention to this meditation, right? This act of being present with what we're doing, what's happening here, which is very simple. We're sitting and breathing. We're kind of just watching that.
Matthew is a meditation instructor with Modern and Mindful, a mobile meditation studio that focuses on bringing the practice of mindfulness to corporate Calgary. Although he has only been formally teaching for 2 years, he says meditation has been in his life much longer than that.
I think meditation, it's a very old practice, right? Like yoga, it's kind of ancient. It's also very simple, which makes it accessible to everybody. And I think that we've kind of built a society or conditioned ourselves on a very external kind of way of living. So always looking outside of ourselves for the stimulus to know what to do next, where to go, for our feedback.
But what exactly does mindfulness mean, and how is it related to meditation? Meditation is often defined as a practice where someone focuses their mind on a specific object, sometimes called a meditation object, in order to achieve mental clarity. In many cases, the meditation object of choice is the breath.
And so the breath becomes more subtle and more shallow, but one's attention stays on the breath. And what they find is that people become more sensitive, and they're training themselves to be aware when thoughts and feelings happen.
Mindfulness is a type of meditation described as being an Eastern way of paying attention, being fully present, and not becoming overwhelmed by daily stresses. It is meant to be carried over into daily life.
Now, normally in our day-to-day lives, we just go about our business. Something happens, we react. But what meditation enables people to do is to have an awareness, literally a mindfulness of their feelings, their states of mind.
The practice, which began thousands of years ago, is still being used and has become incorporated into psychological therapy, first beginning with a Harvard Medical School professor named Herbert Benson.
And so what he found was what he termed the relaxation response. So the body will have this naturally relaxed state that is induced through practice of meditation, which has a lot of positive health outcomes.
Today, you don't have to travel to a temple or see a psychologist to reap the mental health benefits of mindfulness meditation. Float therapy, or assisted meditation through sensory deprivation pods, creates an easier way to get into a meditative state.
And I think that as our world gets more complicated, and as these sort of distractions and devices that we are so attached to become more and more a part of our everyday life, I think that we are intuitively and instinctively looking for a reprieve from those things.
Float therapy is often referred to as assisted meditation, and is where participants undress, shower, climb inside one of the pods, adjust the lighting and music, and then lay back and give their busy minds a rest.
People are able to get into that very deep state of relaxation, that theta state, much more easily through float therapy because of the absence of sensory input.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Judy is the center coordinator for the Brahma Kumaris Center of Calgary, which focuses on Raj Yoga or open-eyed meditation, a practice very similar to mindfulness.
Meditation is a bit, how I talk to myself. So anything we offer is going to force the participant to look at exactly what is going on in there, to reflect on what is that inner dialogue, and do I feel it needs to be transformed? We're in this very large global shared experience. And I do feel there's more uncertainty, volatility, chaos, increasing on the planet, even touching our little corner of the world, Calgary.
Judy says that the best way to respond to feelings of uncertainty or negativity is to cultivate one's own inner resources in order to be able to respond with dignity. For the Calgary Journal, I'm Cassandra Woods.